how many birds are you going to find that pass all these tests? I mean, or is it going to be...
Well, most of these are passing the test.
Well, yeah, but these are breeding
That's
stock.
right.
I mean,
So if I go to your house and you're breeding chickens, your birds are going to pass my test too.
You're going to call the ones that don't.
In general, she's asking how many birds will you find that actually pass all these tests, all right?
Yeah.
Now, first thing I want to say is chickens are animals that are preyed upon, and nature has imbued them with high rates of reproductivity. So if I try to hatch all the eggs from one of those hens right there, just in, say, the first third of the year, I could have 100 offspring out of her.
Wow.
Okay? Think about that. If I have a Canadian friend that bought a trio, and he did that. He hatched 100 chicks, he went on vacation, he came back, they were all dead because the people that took care of them didn't do a good job, and he hatched another 100 chicks out of 2 hens and a rooster. Okay?
Wow.
So the tragedy was there, but but anyway, the point is they're meant to reproduce in high numbers. Well, that also means that high numbers of their offspring are meant to go by the way. All right. Now, a lot of times the difference between, in a good line of birds, the difference between one that's properly shaped and one that has like that fought is amount of pecking order, where it is in the pecking order. The birds on the bottom don't get to eat as much, and so they don't get first choice of all the choice food bits. The ones at the top of the pecking order do. All right. They also have hormone differences, stress differences. The ones on the bottom, you know, are shy and things are bothering them all the time. The top ones have confidence. They walk around with confidence. They're just top. Nobody bothers me. Nobody bothers him either. And yeah, right. Okay, so they get the choice of their food, and nobody bothers them, so they're not stressed. So all their organs get to develop to their optimum. So a lot of times in a really good bloodline, the difference is really the pecking order, and it boils down to what they got to eat and how much stress.
And that links to this. You guys remember this? A lot of people are like, "What's the best chicken health handbook?" And what about this? Your eyes, if you've been around my teaching all, your eyes are your best management tool. Okay, not a book, not some kind of vaccination or whatever. Your eyes are your best management tool. That's why when you just raise Delawares or you just raise Leghorns, your eyes become your management tool. You're learning the pecking order. You're spending time watching your flock. You name all your girls or whatever. And you are totally capable of managing, and when it comes to health, you don't need to be a veterinarian. You don't need to. If you'll take the time and watch your birds and watch their mannerisms, watch the males and how they interact with the females and the pecking order that he's talking about, you'll become a very good manager of your flock as far as the health is concerned. Now, if you have a hatchery with 250 plus breeds and varieties, who's monitoring those flocks? There's so many, and that's same in the commercial industry. Is we can't keep track of all them birds because we're not able to use our eyes as our health management tool.
Well, Don, if you were like this fellow that hatched 100 eggs, and if he was trying to pick out the best birds for breeding, would he just take maybe what he felt like were the 10 best out of that 100 that he would continue to use?
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer. There's a rule in poultry breeding, especially it comes really out of the exhibition poultry world, but it's a wonderful rule. It takes 10 chickens you have to hatch 10 chickens to get one good one. You have to hatch 100 chickens to get one great one, and you have to hatch 1,000 to get a superior one. But the thing is, it's a 10% rule. 10% of what you hold is going to be much better than the rest. Genetically sound and productive, and just an excellent representative of what you're after for the points you select for. But there's always 10% that's ahead of the rest. Sometimes, especially the more time you put into them, that percentage starts to get larger, 25, even 50%. The guys I hate are the ones that hatch something, they save everything and sell it to anybody that comes along looking for it. Because they're doing the breed no justice. They're not doing any selection. They're passing off the bottom half as being as good as the top half.
Passing on the breed is